Welcome to my glute focused leg day. For this workout, I'm going to be talking about everything I'm doing and why with the help of some technical difficulties from my camera. This happened throughout my workout, but we're going to go through it. You can see how mad I am getting up and trying to fix it. Back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my camera falling is I'm going to be going over my form and why I do certain movements such as this. So as I said, today's a hip thrust day and I start with my warm-up weight, which is this. And as you can see, I'm not holding on to the bar. That's because I like to practice balancing the bar on my hips so that it's fully the strength of my legs. I use a bar pad to help with the weight on my hips just because I feel like I bruise every time I do it, no matter what the weight. So it's really cool if you have the bar. I start off with this as my warm-up weight and then I go up in weight to a 25 and I'm doing 10 reps of each set. So I did the 10s twice. I'm going to do these 25s twice. I'm going to do a plate twice. I'm going to do a plate 25 twice, and then I'm going to go down to 10s again and do it twice. So that's a 10 by 10 workout. Normally in the fitness world, a 10 by 10 is when you do the same weight supersetted with another weight. It's German volume training, but I just call this a 10 by 10 because I did 10 reps and 10 sets. Something that's not talked about enough is how hip thrusts actually really help with your posture. Not only does it increase your strength and power in your glutes, hamstrings, and hips, but it also really helps your posture. And a lot of people complain about their posture and their back hurting. And this is a great exercise for that. But it's really important that you have your posture and your form down properly. As you can see, my neck isn't moving and it's in a straight line and moves with my body. So you can imagine there's a straight line going from my head all the way down to my hips. And I don't curve along that line. I don't move along that line. It's one straight line. I'm going all the way down, all the way up, pausing at the top and pausing at the bottom. I'm not doing a half rep. I'm not doing a half movement, all the way up and all the way down, which is really important for strength. I see a lot of people do really heavy weights, but half reps. And personally for me, that's not a preference of how to increase your strength and get the full volume of the workout. It's really not going to help in many different ways except just make you look strong, I guess. But here you can see I'm going up in the weight. My hands are kind of inching towards the bar just because it's getting heavier and I'm wanting to help myself with the weight a little bit, which is okay. Honestly, you should be holding onto the bar for balance at least. But here you can see I'm holding onto the bar to make sure everything's good and I can get that full rep in. Oh, and there my camera goes again. I don't even notice and I'm still going on my rep. It was really hard to film today. But anyways, we move on and we go to the next weight. Here I'm going to put on a 25, which is my like normal 10 rep kind of maxed weight. Doing a 10 by 10 is not easy and it takes a lot of energy from me. So this is my main exercise for the day, and then I'll do 2 iso movements and then possibly abs. So to get started on a hip thrust, I put my shoulder blades completely on the bench and then bring my body up and then hold it back. I find that this is the best way so that you don't curve your spine when you're trying to get up, especially when you go heavier weights. So my full shoulder blades I put back. You know when you fix your posture and you put your shoulder blades back? After 2 sets of a plate 25, I went back to 2 sets of a 10 as my cool down weight, which is the same as my warm-up weight, just to make sure my body regulates properly. Then I go on to my isos. These are Bulgarian split squats, and my camera gave out on me once again, so I'm going to switch up the angle for you guys. I do 10 reps per leg, and I do that 3 times, and I make sure I go all the way down and my neck is not going forward or going backward. Again, it's a straight line on my body. You can either put your toes up or put your toes down against the bench like I have here. Just make sure you get full range of motion when you go up and you go down, and you're not straining your knees not going past your toes. It's almost in a straight line. So after Bulgarian split squats and after my legs are almost done, I do a variation of RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, one-legged though, and I do it on a bosu ball, and I promise you this looks easier than it is. Balancing on the bosu ball is no fret, so you can just do one-legged RDLs if this is not within your realm of balance or flexibility or whatever you want to call it. I go down, and when I come back up, I bring my knee up, so I'm having a little bit of a step-up motion there, really helping my hips, helping my quads, bring everything down together. I finish off with very basic abs, so crunches. I don't like the look of this, but I'm posting it for you guys. Crunches, leg ups, and then I finish with oblique twists, and that's my full day. If I have a little bit more energy, I probably will do cardio, but not today, just because that 10 by 10 was really something for me. Thank you for watching my workout, and I hope that you guys learned something, and I'll see you next time.